Good afternoon, it's Stephen Kwok from Ensure Legal. Today I want to spend about a minute to talk about off-the-plan contracts and things that a buyer needs to be aware of when signing an off-the-plan contract. First thing is contract date. The contract date is the date when the last party signs the contract. So most calculations of important dates and terms will start from the contract date. Second thing to understand is that most off-the-plan contracts do not come with the benefit of a finance clause or building in pest clause. It means from a buyer's perspective, for example, even if you can't get finance in the end, you will still need to honor the terms of an off-the-plan contract. The third thing to understand is that most off-the-plan contracts come with a sunset date or sunset period. A sunset period is a period where the seller is obliged to create and register title for the property in order to transfer title to the buyer. Usually for a vacant off-the-plan land contract, the sunset period must be no longer than 18 months, whereas for a body corporate and strata type of property in Queensland, the sunset period must be no longer than 5.5 years. The last thing to understand is that settlement date for an off-the-plan contract is slightly different to an existing established property. With the settlement date for an off-the-plan contract, the seller must first create title for the property. The law requires the seller to give at least a 14-day notice period to the buyer before settlement takes place. From a buyer's perspective, you must ensure you have enough funds to settle on the 14th day, including any financier that may provide funds to effect settlement. I hope you have all learned something about off-the-plan contracts today. Thank you.